Welcome to the podcast this week, heroes. This week, I have something that's going to be very good for you to have handy at all times. And this is a topic that comes up when I'm working with executives, when I'm working with leaders constantly. And everyone thinks it's just them that struggles with this. And I have to tell you, it's not. It's so common with business leaders of all types in all kinds of different fields at all different levels, new leaders that are seasoned and been working for a very long time. It's something that will help bring you back, much like a compass, to your true north every time that you're wondering if you're prioritizing things correctly. Because that's something that comes up a lot when you're a business leader or a business owner, or you're leading a team, or if you're a solo entrepreneur and you're just trying to lead yourself. Sometimes that's the hardest one, by the way, because there's no one to hold you accountable except you. So you have to be on top of all of the things. And this thing that comes up all the time, sometimes it's said to me as if, hey, how do I make sure my calendar is in alignment, quote unquote, or how do I make sure that I'm prioritizing things correctly? Or how do I make sure that I am giving the attention to the things that are important and not to the things that are time consuming and don't get the results that we want? There's so many different ways to say this, but they all have the same cure. And I'm going to give you the cure. It's actually preventative medicine, which we've all heard that, right? We've all heard that preventative medicine, if you have a choice, preventative medicine is the way that you want to go. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If you can figure out how to stay in alignment and on top of it so that you don't have to undo a lot of habits you've gotten into that are dragging you down and keeping you from getting the results you want in your personal life or your business and in the story you're trying to create for yourself, then that's always going to be the way we want to go, right? Because it's so much lighter than the heaviness of having to undo a lot of things. So what are you talking about, Aaron? You're talking about a lot of different things. Well, I am talking specifically about how to make sure that you're being as effective as possible, saying yes to the right things, turning down the things that are not right for you to get the results you want, to move the needle as much as you can in any given day. To help you prioritize your growth, prioritize your personal growth, prioritize your business growth. It's super easy, like I said, but the formula is easy as well to lose track of. And I do this so much that I have it literally on my screens as a screensaver so that I can't get too far away from it. And that is your personal hero statement. And it's a simple formula that I'm going to teach you right now. So if you want to open up your note app or grab a pen or a pencil, that will serve you well in the next few minutes. I'm going to give you something to chew on and fill out. It's literally fill in the blank. Could not be more simple. But you're going to want to go through some iterations of it. You're going to write it down and kind of fill in the blanks. And then I want you to think about it during the week. I want you to have some shower moments, some moments when you're daydreaming and you're like, you know what? Actually, I would reword it this way. Or this is more specifically, this gets to the heart of the matter more. So I really want you to refine and refine and refine it until it's succinct and really just hits you in the chest. And you'll know when it's right because it will literally feel like, oh, that's it. Like you will feel it in your body. You'll feel it in your chest. It'll feel good because you'll know the kind of hero you are and who you're helping. So I'm going to share the formula with you right now. It's very, very simple. You ready? It's 3 parts. It's fill in the blank. Number 1, I help. What kind of hero are you? Who do you help? Who are the people that you help? I help and fill in the blank. Who want to? What do those people want to do? What can't they do right now? What are they scared of doing? What do they wish they could do, but they can't? But you can help them do it because of your superpower. The thing that you're great at doing, the talents that you have, the things that you've learned over years and years of refining. What do you help people with? So I help. What kind of people? Who are they? What do they do? Who want to? What do they want to do? But they're being held back in some way. And part 3, so they can fill in the blank. So they can what? You're helping them do what? So that they can finally do what? Grab peace of mind, sell better, do better with their marketing, grow their revenue. What do you help them do? Be specific as you can. Now, if you want an example, the one that I have posted literally everywhere that I have so that I can never, ever forget it is I help high performing leaders. Most of you know this already because it's even in the intro of the podcast. I help high performing leaders who want to unlock their stories so they can achieve their business and life goals. So I help high performing leaders who want to unlock their stories so they can achieve their business and life goals. You see how simple it is? Simple, but not easy. If you're writing this for the first time, I know you're going to need to go through several iterations, and that's totally normal, but it's worth the effort. You're going to refine this, and then the next week you're going to fine tune a couple words, and then the week after that you're going to fine tune something else. Or you might decide that you actually need to go several layers deeper to tell us who you actually help and how you help them and what they're going to be able to unlock by working with you or working with your business. Now, the reason I want you to do this, and like I said, it's a simple template. Doesn't mean it's easy to work through, but it's worth it. It's well worth it. And the reason it's worth it is because of what I was talking about before. As leaders, as business owners, as solopreneurs, as if you're leading a huge corporate team, if you know what your specific hero statement is, your personal hero statement, and what you're about, your why, as Simon Sinek would say, our good friend Simon Sinek, if you know what that personal hero statement is for you, and you can rattle it off, it will bring you back to center. It will bring you like a compass back to magnetic north so that you're prioritizing what belongs on your calendar. Because if it's not in alignment with that statement, if it's out of bounds of it, then you need to reconsider whether or not it belongs on your calendar, whether it belongs on your schedule, whether you should be making time for it. And what's amazing is once you start realizing that this is your magnetic north, your personal hero statement, and you feel it, and you start building your calendar and using your time and giving your time to the people that you do help in that way, everything seems so much more clear and so much more easy. And it just feels in alignment. I can tell you this from personal experience in my own life and business, and I can tell you from helping hundreds and thousands of other people that are leaders and working in all kinds of different industries. Once you are in alignment and you know what you're about and you know how you help people and you get excited and passionate about how you help them because you're so excited for them to get that result, it changes everything. Not only will you feel in alignment and feel like you're doing a great job and it'll feel good, but you'll also make more money. Pretty awesome, right? Because when you are concentrating on the right things and you know what you're about and your business is in alignment with it and your marketing, your sales are as well, then all of a sudden there's no drag. You're not going in tons of different directions. You're staying focused on what you know, what you do, who you help, and how you help them do it so that your people can get a specific result. Now, one thing I want to let you know is it's okay for your personal hero statement to evolve over time. As I talk about all the time in the Storied Coaching Podcast and in my business, we're all on hero's journeys. And it's not just one hero's journey. There are so many different journeys you go on as you evolve and as you are becoming a different hero time and time and time and time again. And your business will do the same. And so it's okay for you to bring this out and re-examine it from time to time because it's perfectly natural for things to shift and for you to get in realignment with where that magnetic north is. Are you helping people in a slightly different way now? That's okay. Doesn't mean that you failed or that something's wrong. It means, no, I've gotten better at knowing who I help now because I decided to help people in a slightly different way or a completely different way. Maybe you completely rewrote a story of who you help and what kind of hero you are. also amazing, fantastic. But it's worth re-examining so that you can stay on point with it. So realize this is something you will refine over time, but even just getting it started and having it somewhere where you can see it. Like I said, I love having it. I've had it on my lock screen on my phone. I've had it on my computer screensavers or on my wallpaper background. I've had it on Post-it notes. I've written it on the front of journals. And that way I see it every time that I open up my journal or open up my planner for the day. There's lots of different ways to do it. I would recommend having it somewhere where you can't ignore it, so it becomes something that just becomes part of you. But if you start to use your personal hero statement to align yourself for the activities that you do in your business and personal life, you will find that you have greater net happiness because you know what you're about and you're not spinning out on if you're making the right choice with your time. All right, my friends. I know that this is going to be helpful for you, so I really want you to take the time to do this. I promise you it's going to be very, very helpful. All right, I will talk to you next week, my friends, my heroes. Write that personal hero statement. Put it somewhere where you can see it, and then start to allocate your time and see what kind of results you get. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye for now.